Star Wars Rebels Season 4 has continued to impress me. Episode 7, Kindred, and 8, Crawler Commanders were both excellent, and my biggest question heading into these episodes was, what is the role of the wolves in this season? Are they Jedi of the past or something else? Unfortunately, we got more questions than answers with these episodes, so let's get right into my spoiler review. So going into the Kindred episode, I was really looking forward to Rook doing something to show just how dangerous he is. I thought perhaps he would seriously injure Ryder or Jaquel. That of course didn't happen, but I was happy to see that he was shown to be physically a threat during the fight with Ezra, but also when he places the tracking device on Ezra's speeder bike, I thought it showed a level of intelligence that made him even a bigger threat. Did anyone else think that it was a little weird that a governor, which is a political position in the Empire, was out tracking down the rebels? This must be Thrawn's doing, of course, but it seemed a little weird to me. But moving on to another strength of the episode, I really thought the comedy was great, particularly Zeb's line, "It's good when it gets strange," followed by Ryder wondering how the Ghost crew have survived this long. And it just makes sense that someone in that group should be doubting the fact that they are going to follow a giant wolf into a maze of mountains, as they were called in the episode. I also loved how we got very little in the way of answers about the wolves. We did learn that we have what looked like connections to the Jedi of the past, or perhaps that they are spirit animals of some sort. It's hard to tell, but we also know they can travel great distances around Lothal. But did they use some sort of hyperspace gate, or did they just have some sort of force ability to move around Lothal? As I have said previously, we didn't get a lot of answers, and I'm looking forward to exploring some theories in an upcoming video. On our Facebook page, Ward Lafferty mentioned, "I can sense we haven't seen the last of the Loth wolves and Loth cats. They may play a huge role in the liberation of Lothal." I totally agree, Ward, and if you've watched episode 8, you may remember that the rebels may not need to liberate Lothal at all, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So let's get started with my review on Crawler Commanders. I'm really loving how connected each episode is with the next. It really is one large story arc. I enjoyed the family effort this episode, and it felt like each of the Ghost crew had a key role to play. Sabine had a great role where she sent off the message. She also did her sort of Mandalorian thing where she flew up and took out a couple of the droids. Zeb, of course, had his epic fight versus the Trandoshan foreman. That was awesome. Ezra, he was the comic relief, but he also took charge in some situations as well and was the one who actually took care of Seth Green's character. Kanan, maybe the only one who was sort of left out, but even at the beginning, he was the one that sort of set the plan and was the leader. And of course, Hera maybe has the biggest and most important role back on Yavin. Really enjoyed her speech and what she brought to the episode. I also thought the humor was great. "Is that what I sound like?" was an awesome line, made even cooler by the fact that Seth Green was the voice behind it. Ezra continued to be comic relief, but in a good way this show. I realized I don't want him to be physical comic relief, especially during a fight, but his impression of the young Trandoshan was hilarious, as I mentioned earlier. So overall, I was very happy with the comedy in these two episodes. As I've continued to watch the season, I've been keeping a close eye on Sabine to see if she would continue to be the leader she developed into on Mandalore. But it wasn't so much her taking on leadership as Ezra in this episode. He really stepped up and took charge in a couple situations, and even the last line in the show coming from Ezra saying that "we'll be there, Hera, we got your back." It was great to see him taking a leadership role and sort of coming into his own. But before we end my review, we need to address Order 13, not Order 66, Order 13, the withdrawal of all Imperial personnel from a planet, and in this specific instance, Lothal. Was this a mistake? Is there going to be a Death Star test? Well, we know Emperor Palpatine rather, has very specific plans for Lothal, thanks to Minister Tua way back at the beginning of Season 2. So what does this all mean? What are the Emperor's sinister plans? Kanan even mentions after looking at the drawings that there must be a bigger plan for Lothal than just the TIE Defender factory. So question of the day, I don't think it could really be anything else. Why are they enacting Order 13 on Lothal? Is there going to be some sort of test? Maybe Death Star test. And also check out, I've already sort of looked at what the Emperor's plans might be for Lothal in a video. I'll have that linked up above right now. You can click on, and really appreciate you guys commenting down below and hearing from you. I will most likely be taking some of those ideas and rolling them up into a video. So make sure you give me some detail. That would be awesome. For those of you who follow me on Twitter, you know that the baby has come. Mom and baby are healthy. My wife and I usually keep things pretty private with our family. So I don't post a lot of pictures on social media about my children, but I think the main thing is that they're both very happy. It is a boy. I will disclose that much. And he does have a Star Wars related name, which was pretty cool. It was my wife's idea. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have got it through. I'll be honest. So other than that, guys, check out our Facebook page, please. Ward likes to comment on there, so thank you for that, Ward. But Dontrell and JJ are doing a great job posting up great, just awesome insights on there. I'm really enjoying checking out the Facebook page because of those two. So thanks so much, guys. And as always, if you haven't already, check out the Force Within TV channel and hit the subscribe button if you like what you see. And other than that, guys, may the Force be with you always.